Hello my dear students. In the previous class we discussed about ellipse. Now in today's class we are going to discuss about hyperbola. Okay. So just hyperbola, all equations, foci, everything. If you know the concept of ellipse, then concept of hyperbola also will be clear to you. So first what we will do, we'll write down what is the exact definition of hyperbola. So all of you just write down there. A hyperbola is a set of all the points. A hyperbola is a set of all the points, the difference of whose distances, from two fixed points. Again I am saying the difference of whose distances from two fixed points is always a constant. Written, a hyperbola is a set of all the points, the difference of whose distances from two fixed points is always the same. And since we are taking the difference there, so you have to take that line segment first whose length is greater there. So already we have 2 points here, two foci, F1 and F2, and what it says there, definition, difference of whose distance from two fixed points. So suppose first I have taken a point P here. So from P, which length will be greater? Yes, obviously PF1 will be greater there. So PF1 minus PF2. Suppose calculated here and we got PF1 minus PF2 is equal to 5. In the same way, I took another point here, Q. Then again what I will do? QF1 minus QF2. So if QF1 minus QF2 is also coming 5 means we can take that point also. So in this way this another point R will come here. So now when you will take here, you will get the diagram in this way. Okay. The sum of whose distances from two fixed point is always the same, constant there. In the same way as we have taken the point on this side, the points can be this side also. This side also one point will be there. Suppose that I have taken as Q dash, then again a P dash, and then Q dash also will come, R dash also will come. So what we are getting, we will get the diagram of hyperbola somewhere in this way, correct? So this is a combination of two parabolas there. Okay, so this will be the diagram of hyperbola. So again now we will draw the correct diagram, and since rest all the definitions we wrote there, we will just write down what are the things required, and then also that also if you want you can write down, mention everything in the diagram itself. So what we said here, parabola is a collection of all the points, the difference of whose distances from two fixed point is always the same there. So in this way we have 2 points, and already we said there, in this way the shape of hyperbola will be. Okay, shape of hyperbola will come in this way. So now again as we did in ellipse there, the line segment passing through the foci, in that case what we are saying, this line segment is major axis, but here now we will say this as transverse axis. This one will be equal to transverse axis there. And in ellipse what we study there, if we drawn the ellipse in this way, length of major axis means here where the ellipse intersect the major axis. So here also where the hyperbola intersect the major axis, that will be the vertices of the hyperbola there. So vertices we will take it as the point a comma 0, and here it will be equal to minus a comma 0. Again the midpoint of the two foci will be the center of the hyperbola. The line segment passing through the center and perpendicular to transverse axis is called the conjugate axis. Now we don't have minor axis, here we will name it as conjugate axis there. Again rest formulas will be same only. Distance between the foci will be denoted by c comma 0, and here it will be equal to minus c comma 0. Okay. So rest all the things we have. Now here b is not given. So since you can check there, whatever, when you will extend these hyperbola, it will not intersect the conjugate axis. So we are assuming b as b is equal to square root of c square minus a square. Here you can check length of c will be greater than the length of a. So we are assuming here b is equal to square root of c square minus a square. Now when you will do squaring both the sides, you will get b square is equal to c square minus a square, or you can rewrite in this way, c square is equal to a square plus b square. So don't get confused in ellipse and hyperbola there. In ellipse, a square is equal to b square plus c square. In hyperbola, c square is equal to a square plus b square. Rest all the things are same only. Coordinate of foci will be equal to plus or minus c comma 0. Coordinate of vertices will be equal to plus or minus a comma 0. Length of transverse axis. Length of transverse axis will be equal to till here the length. So that will be equal to 2a. Length of conjugate axis, that will depend on this value. So suppose we have the point till here to here. So length of conjugate axis, we will take it as 2b. Then rest everything same. Eccentricity is equal to c by a. Length of latus rectum is equal to 2b square by a. So again and again derivation we are not doing. At present we will write down all the things there. So coordinate of foci plus or minus c comma 0. Vertices plus or minus a comma 0. This axis now we will call it as transverse axis. This axis will be perpendicular to transverse axis will be the conjugate axis. Length of transverse axis 2a. Length of conjugate axis 2b. What will be the distance between the foci? Yes, distance between the foci will be equal to 2c. Distance between the foci is equal to 2c. So now when the diagram is in this way, means when the transverse axis is along x-axis, then your equation of hyperbola will be equal to x square by a square minus y square by b square is equal to 1. What is the change there? In ellipse we have here plus. Now here we are having minus sign there. X square by a square minus y square by b square is equal to 1. When your transverse axis is along x-axis. Not necessarily that transverse axis will be along x-axis only. It can be along y-axis also. Means the diagram can be in this way also. One is here, the other one is here, and then again we have a point here. So here the vertices, coordinate of vertices will be equal to 0 comma a. Here we will have 0 comma minus a. F1 will be equal to 0 comma c, and here F2 will be equal to 0 comma minus c. Here we will take it as 0 b comma 0, and here it will be equal to minus b comma 0. So when our transverse axis, means in which axis we have foci, vertices, everything, that is called the transverse axis. So our transverse axis is along y-axis there. Now no change will come. If your transverse axis is along y-axis, you just write down y first. Rest no change will come. It will come in this way only. Y square by a square minus x square by b square is equal to 1. Rest you don't have to change anything. This much only you have to write. In place of x square, y square will come. So just check there. A square and b square, their position will not be changed there. So what will happen there? If x is written first, means major axis is transverse axis is along x axis. If y is written first, means transverse axis is along y axis. And since the formula is this one, we cannot say which one should be greater there. That's why anything can come there. So this is the relation there. C square is equal to A square plus B square. To remember this one, how you can remember there? You can check the diagram. Obviously, C will be greater than A. So in that case, C square is equal to A square plus B square will come. In ellipse, we have A greater than C. So that's why A square is equal to B square plus C square will come. So just to check which one is greater, and accordingly you can learn these formulas. So I think all these formulas are clear to you. Okay, now we'll do the questions. Okay, so write down the question. Find the coordinates of the foci. Find the coordinates of the foci, the vertices, the eccentricity, length of transverse axis, conjugate axis, and latus rectum. Find the coordinates of the foci, the vertices, the eccentricity, length of transverse axis, conjugate axis, and latus rectum of the parabolas. Okay, so in that first one is written x square by 9 minus y square by 16 is equal to 1. So just to check here, x is written first. So our transverse axis is along x axis there. So now we will comparing with our equation of hyperbola will be x square by a square minus y square by b square is equal to 1. So what is the value of a square here? A square is equal to 9 and b square is equal to 16. Here only we can write what will be a. A is equal to plus or minus 3. But while calculation I am writing, should I write plus or minus 3? Okay. B is equal to plus or minus 4 written. Now next what we want? We need the value of C. Okay. So relation is C square is equal to A square plus B square. Now just to substitute the value. C square is equal to A square, that is 9, plus B square 16. So what we will get? C square is equal to 25, or C is equal to plus or minus 5. So we got the value of C. Now we can write down what are the things required. First we want the coordinate of foci, where our transverse axis is along x axis. So coordinate of foci will be equal to plus or minus 5, 0. Then coordinate of vertices will be equal to plus or minus a, 0. So that will be equal to plus or minus 3, 0. Then next what we want? Eccentricity. Eccentricity formula is E is equal to C by A. What is the value of C here? C is equal to 5 and A is equal to 3. So eccentricity is equal to 5 by 3. Then length of transverse axis. Length of transverse axis is equal to, formula is 2a only, whether it is on x axis or y axis there. Length of transverse axis is equal to 2a. What is the value of a? 3. So we will get 2 into 3, 6. Then next one is length of conjugate axis. Length of conjugate axis. So that is equal to 2b. And what is the value of b here? 4. So we will get 2 into 4. 2 into 4 is equal to 8. Okay. Then next what we want to conjugate axis? Latus rectum. Length of latus rectum is equal to, formula is 2b square by a. Just to substitute the value. 2 into, what is b square? 16 by a is equal to 3. So it will be equal to 32 by 3. So I hope this concept is clear. How to find out everything there when equation of hyperbola is given. Okay. Now write down the next question. Question number 2. Question number 2 is y square minus 16x square. Y square minus 16x square is equal to 16. Again in the equation we need the right hand side should be equal to 1. So what we will do? We will divide the whole equation by 16. Then we will get here y square by 16 minus x square by 1 is equal to 1. Okay. Now just to check here, y is written first, means our major axis will be along, our transverse axis will be along y axis there. Rest no change will come. Y square by a square only. Okay. So comparing with y square by a square minus x square by b square is equal to 1. So what is a square here? A square is equal to 16. B square is equal to 1. Now we need the value of c square. So write down c square is equal to a square plus b square. Then we will get here 16 plus 1 will be equal to 17. So c is equal to plus or minus root 17. Now we can write all the things. What is needed there? Foci. Coordinate of foci. Now our transverse axis is along y axis. So coordinate of foci will be equal to 0, plus or minus c. So 0, plus or minus root 17. Coordinate of vertices 0, plus or minus a. What is the value of a here? 4. So we will write down here 0, plus or minus 4. Then what is needed here? Eccentricity. Eccentricity is equal to c by a. Then we will get here root 17 by 4. Eccentricity. Then we need length of transverse axis. Length of, I am writing TA. Okay. Length of transverse axis is equal to, we know length of transverse axis is 2a and value of a is 4. So we will get length of transverse axis is equal to 8. Then length of conjugate axis. Length of conjugate axis is 2b. And what is the value of b here? 1. So length of conjugate axis will be equal to 2 only. Then length of latus rectum. Latus rectum formula is 2b square by a. So substitute the value. B square is 1 only. So 2 by, what is the value of a? 4. So it will be equal to 1 by 2. So again, I think this is clear now. Okay. We'll do some more questions, then you will not have any doubt also. Okay. So write down question number 3. In question number 3, it is given 5y square minus 9x square is equal to 36. 5y square minus 9x square is equal to 36. Again, in the standard equation of hyperbola, right hand side should be equal to 1. So first what we can do? We can divide the whole equation by 36. Then what will come? 5y square by 36 minus 9x square by 36 is equal to 1. Here 9 and 36 we can cancel, but 36 and 5 will not get cancelled here. But in the standard equation of hyperbola, coefficient of x square and y square, no other number should be there. Only x square and y square terms should be there. So what we will do? We will shift this 5 to denominator. We will rewrite in this way. Y square by 36 by 5. So when you will change the division into multiplication, 5 will go into numerator. So we are just rearranging it. Okay. Minus, here it is no problem there. X square by 4 is equal to 1. Now just to check here, y is written first. So our transverse axis is along y axis. Okay, so everything, foci, everything we will write down on y axis. What is a square given here? A square is equal to 36 by 5 and b square is equal to 4. So a will be equal to square root of 36 by 5. So that will be equal to plus or minus 6 by root 5. And b will be equal to plus or minus 2. Now we can calculate c first. C square is equal to how much? Yes, a square plus b square. A square is equal to 36 by 5 plus b square is 4. So 4 can be written as 4 by 1. Do the cross multiplication, then we will get here 36 plus 20 by 5. 36 plus 20 will be equal to 56. So we are getting here 56 by 5. That is the value of c square. So c will be equal to square root of 56 by 5. 14 fours are 56. So if you want, you can take 2 common and then you can write in this way. 2 into root 14 by root 5. Okay, so now we can write down all the things. First, what is coordinate of foci? Where is our transverse axis? Along y-axis. So it will be equal to 0 comma plus or minus 2 root 14 by root 5. Coordinate of vertices 0 comma plus or minus 6 by root 5. Then length of eccentricity. Eccentricity is equal to c by a. So 2 root 14 by root 5 divided by 6 by root 5. Root 5 and root 5 will get cancelled. Remaining it will be equal to 2 root 14 by 6. So 2 and 6 also will get cancelled. We'll get here root 14 by 3. Then length of transverse axis. Length of transverse axis is 2a. So 2 into 6, 12 by root 5. Length of conjugate axis 2b. So 2 into 2, 4. Then length of latus rectum. Latus rectum is equal to 2b square by a. So it will be equal to 2 into b square is 4 by a. A is equal to 6 by root 5. Now when we will change the division into multiplication, what will happen there? It will be equal to 2 into 4 into root 5 by 6. So 2 and 6 we can cancel. Then it will be equal to 4 root 5 by 3. I think this question is clear. Okay. Now check the next question. Write down the question all of you. Question number 4 is 49y square minus 16x square. 49y square minus 16x square is equal to 784. 49y square minus 16x square is equal to 784. Again, first what we will do? We'll divide the whole equation by 784. So 49y square by 784 minus 16x square by 784 is equal to 1. Now we can check whether cancellation is possible or not. So can we cancel it by 7? Then it will be equal to 7 sevens are 49. 7 ones are 7. Again 7 ones are 7. 7 twos are 14. So just to check whether it is divisible by 7 again. 7 ones are 7. 7 ones are 7. 7 six are 42. So here we are getting y square by 16 minus, here also first we can cancel it by 4. Then it will come 4 fours are 16. Here what will come? 4 ones are 4. 7 minus 4, 3 will come. So 38. 4 nines are 36. Remaining 2 will come. So 4 6 are 24. Correct only? Just to check after multiplication. 4 6 are 24. Carry over 2. 4 nines are 36 plus 2 38. Carry over 3. 4 ones are 4 plus 3 7. Now again I think it is divisible by 4. 4 fours are 16 and then 4 nines are 36. So we are getting here minus x square by 49 is equal to 1. So now here again y is written first means everything transverse axis is along y axis there. So y square by a square. We have a square is equal to 16. B square is equal to 49. Then a will be equal to plus or minus 4. B will be equal to plus or minus 7. Now can we calculate C also now? C square is equal to a square plus b square. A square is 16. B square is 49. Just to multiply, add what will come? 9 plus 6, 15. Carry over 1. 4 plus 1, 5 plus 1, 6. So we will get here C is equal to plus or minus root 65. Okay. Now we can write down all the things. What will come first? Foci. Where is our transverse axis? Along y-axis. So foci 0, plus or minus root 65. Coordinate of vertices will be equal to 0, comma, plus or minus 4. Eccentricity formula is C by A. So root 65 by 4. Then eccentricity after that, length of transverse axis, that is equal to 2A. So 2 into 4, 8. Then length of conjugate axis, which is equal to 2B. So 2B will be equal to 2 into 7, 14. Then length of latus rectum is equal to 2B square by A. If you will write down the formulas in this way, then automatically you will learn the formulas. 2 into, what is the value of B square? 49 by A is equal to 4. So here these two will get cancelled. We will get the answer is equal to 49 by 2. So I hope this concept is clear. When equation of hyperbola is given, how to calculate everything. Okay. Now we will do the opposite there. Okay. What is that? Some conditions will be given and we will frame the equation of hyperbola. Okay. So write down all of you. Find the equation of hyperbola satisfying the given conditions. Find the equation of hyperbola satisfying the given conditions. So in that, write down the first one, foci plus or minus 5, 0, length of transverse axis. Length of transverse axis, I am writing TA, okay. Length of transverse axis is equal to A. These are the two informations given. Foci plus or minus 5, 0 means our transverse axis is along x-axis. So foci is given means what is given? C is given 5. Length of transverse axis, what is that formula? 2A. So it is given 2A is equal to 8. So from here what will be the value of A? 8 by 2. So that will be equal to 4. Now we need the value of B square. And what is the relation? Yes, C square is equal to A square plus B square. Substitute here. C square means that will be equal to 25 is equal to A square will be equal to 16 plus B square. Then what will be the value of B square? 25 minus 16 will be equal to 9. So we have the value of A and B square. Now directly write down there equation of hyperbola. Equation of hyperbola is equal to what will be? Just to check, it is along x-axis. So x only should come first. X square by A square minus y square by B square is equal to 1. Just to substitute the value. X square by A square means that will be equal to 16 minus y square by B square is equal to 9 is equal to 1. So this is the equation of hyperbola. Is this clear? Okay. Now write down the next question. Foci 0, plus or minus plus minus root 10. Second question is foci 0, plus or minus root 10 passing through 2, 3. Passing through 2, 3. Passing through the point 2, 3. So again foci is given. Now here just to check, it is on y-axis. So y only should be written first. Okay. Now write down what is given. C is equal to root 10. C is equal to root 10. And we know our axis is along y-axis. Then write down equation will be equal to y only should come first. Y square by A square minus x square by B square is equal to 1. Now just substitute here what is given. It passes through the point 2, 3. So it will satisfy the equation, the point. Okay, so in place of x substitute 2 and in place of y substitute 3. Then what will come here? 9 by A square minus 4 by B square is equal to 1. This is the equation we have there. Now here C is equal to root 10 is written. What is the relation there? Yes. C square is equal to A square plus B square. So c square will be equal to 10 here. So 10 is equal to a square plus b square, or how we can rewrite b square can be written as 10 minus a square, correct? B square can be written as 10 minus a square. Now substitute the value of b square in equation 1 there. Then what will come? 9 by a square minus 4 by, in place of b square we are going to write 10 minus a square is equal to 1. Now do the cross multiplication, then we will get here 9 will be multiplied by both. So 9 into 10, 90 minus 9a square minus 4a square by, these two also will get multiplied, a square into 10, 10a square minus a square into a square, a raised to 4 is equal to 1. Now what we can do, just check. Yes, it will be equal to 90 minus 9 minus 4 will be equal to minus 13a square is equal to, this expression will go to right hand side, then it will be equal to 10a square minus a raised to 4. Now we can shift all the expression to left hand side and we are arranging it, okay, in descending power there. So first it will be equal to a raised to 4. Now when we will shift here, it will become negative there. So minus 13 minus 10 will be equal to minus 23a square plus 90 is equal to 0. Correct? Now here either you can use quadratic formula also, okay, but when you will use quadratic formula, you will find the value, you will get the value of a square, because here the middle term is a square. Rest everything same only. You can use the same formula. A square is equal to minus b. Then it will be equal to minus of minus 23 plus or minus square root of b square. That is 23 square minus 4ac. 4 into 1 into 90 by 2a. So by 2. Okay. So this formula also you can use. So a square. Two values will come. You just check. If positive value is there, take that only. Negative value we can avoid there. Okay. And otherwise you can use, yes, what we can use? Splitting the middle term there. So we need two numbers. Sum should be equal to minus 23. So that is 18 5s are. 18 5s are 90. Since product is 90, positive, both numbers should be negative only. So we'll split minus 23 as minus 18 square minus 5 square plus 90 is equal to 0. What is the common factor here? A square taken common. Inside the bracket what will come? A square minus 18. Here what is the common factor? Minus 5. When you are taking a negative number outside, change the sign there. It will become a square minus 18 is equal to 0. So a square minus 5 into a square minus 18 is equal to 0. So from here what are the possible values of a? A square is equal to 5 and a square is equal to 18. Since both are positive, we can take both the values there. So first case there. Okay. First I am taking a square is equal to 5. So if a square is equal to 5, from here what will be the value of b square? 10 minus 5. So b square also will be equal to 5. So in this case our equation of hyperbola will be y square by 5 minus x square by 5 is equal to 1. Okay, first case. Now second case, if a square is equal to 18, then what will come here? We will get b square is equal to 10 minus 18, which will be equal to minus 8. This is not possible. So a square is equal to 18 we will not take. So our equation of hyperbola will be y square by 5 minus x square by 5 is equal to 1. Clear? Okay. Now next question is vertices 0, plus or minus root 7. Coordinate of vertices 0, plus or minus root 7. Eccentricity 4 by 3. Eccentricity 4 by 3. Vertices is given means what is given? Yes, value of A is given. So write down there A is equal to root 7 and E is equal to, E means what is that? C. C by A is equal to 4 by 3 is given. Value of A is given, substitute there, then what we will get? C is equal to 4 root 7 by 3. Correct? We got C is equal to 4 root 7 by 3. Now we need the value of B. Correct? So our relation is C square is equal to A square plus B square. Substitute the value. C is 4 root 7 by 3 the whole square is equal to A square will be equal to 7 plus B square. Now 7 we can shift here. Here what will be root 7 the whole square? 7. And 4 square will be equal to 16. And 16 sevens is how much? 16 sevens are 7 6 are 42. Carry over 4 there. Then 7 ones are 7 plus 4 will be equal to 11. 112. Okay. 16 sevens are 112 by 9 minus this 7 I am shifting here. So minus 7 is equal to B square. Just to do the cross multiplication, then what will come? 112 minus 9 sevens are 63 by 9. So we will get here B square is equal to 12 minus 3, 9. Here it will be equal to 0. So 10 minus 6, 4. 49 by 9. Okay. So B we don't want because we want the value of B square only. Now just to check your vertices written on y-axis there. So write down the equation of hyperbola will be equal to y square by a square, and a square is 7 minus x square by b square, which is equal to 49 by 9 is equal to 1. If you want, you can shift this 9 to numerator, then it will be equal to y square by 7 minus 9x square by 49 is equal to 1. Equation of hyperbola. Clear? Okay. Write down the next one. Length of latus rectum is equal to 8. Length of latus rectum is equal to 8. Length of latus rectum is equal to 8 and eccentricity 3 by root 5. Length of latus rectum is equal to 8, eccentricity 3 by root 5. Length of latus rectum is given means what is given? 2b square by a is equal to 8. So from here again what we can rewrite, b square can be written as 8a by 2. So it will get cancelled. We will get b square is equal to 4a. Everything we will rewrite in terms of a. And here eccentricity means c by a is given. C by a is equal to 3 by root 5. A we can shift there, then we will get c is equal to 3a by root 5. Okay. So now what we will do? We will check the relation, that is c square is equal to a square plus b square. Substitute the value c square. So it will be equal to 9a square by 5. Correct? 9a square by 5. This a square I am shifting here. So it will be equal to minus a square is equal to b square is equal to how much? 4a. Now just to do the cross multiplication here, then we will get 9a square minus 5a square. So 9 minus 5 will be equal to 4a square by 5 is equal to 4a. Now 4a also we can shift to left hand side. 4a square by 5 minus 4a is equal to 0. What we can take common? 4a can be taken outside. Then inside the bracket what will remain there? A only will remain here. So a by 5 minus 1 is equal to 0. So either 4a is equal to 0 or this expression is equal to 0. If 4a is equal to 0 means a is equal to 0. That is not possible. So possibility is a by 5 minus 1 is equal to 0. So we will get here a by 5 is equal to 1. A is equal to 5. So we got the value of a. Now we need the value of b here. So b square is equal to 4a. So 4 into 5. So we will get b square is equal to 20. And since no informations are given, we will write down the standard equation, that is x square by a square. So that will be equal to x square by 25 minus y square by 20 is equal to 1. Now write down the next question. Question number 5 is, question number 5, conjugate axis means length of conjugate axis. Length of conjugate axis is 5. I am writing CA. Okay. Length of conjugate axis is 5. Distance between the foci 13. It is written distance between the foci. Distance between the foci is equal to 13. So length of conjugate axis is given. Length of conjugate axis we are denoting by, yes, 2b. So 2b is equal to 5 is given, and distance between the foci is 13. Means what is given? 2c is equal to 13 is given. So from here we will get b is equal to 5 by 2 and c is equal to 13 by 2. Now we will find out the value of a. So again write down the relation, c square is equal to a square plus b square. Substitute the value c square. So it will be equal to 169 by 4. Shall I shift that minus b square here? B square here. So minus b square will come. So we will get here minus 25 by 4 is equal to a square. 169 minus 25. So that will be equal to 144 by 4. 144 is divisible by 4. What will come? 4 3s are 12. So 4 6 are. So we will get here a square is equal to 36. Now write down the equation there. What will be? Equation is equal to, nothing is given. So we will take the standard equation. X square by a square. So x square by 36 minus y square by b square. So b square will come here 25 by 4 is equal to 1. You can shift 4 to numerator. Then we will get here x square by 36 minus 4y square by 25 is equal to 1. Okay. Question is clear? Okay. Now write down the next question. Conjugate axis. Length of conjugate axis is equal to 7. Length of conjugate axis is equal to 7. Length of conjugate axis is equal to 7 and passing through 3 comma minus 2. It is written here passing through the point 3 comma minus 2. Length of conjugate axis 7 passing through 3 comma minus 2. Conjugate axis means again what is given? 2b. 2b is equal to 7. So from here we are getting b is equal to 7 by 2. So first only can we write down that relation? Okay, what is that relation? C square is equal to a square plus b square. What is the value here? B only is given. So we can rewrite here c square is equal to a square plus 49 by 4. This is the relation which we have there. Rest anything is not given. Okay. So now here what we can do? We can write down here passing through 3 comma minus 2. So our equation of ellipse, equation of hyperbola will be x square by a square minus y square by b square is equal to 1. Now just substitute the value. In place of x square what we will write? In place of x square 3. So it will be equal to 9 by a square minus 9 by a square minus y. So minus 2 the whole square, that will be equal to 4. 4 by b square is equal to 1. So this is the information we have there. So already value of b square is given. So we can substitute the value of b square here. So here we will get 9 by a square minus 4 by b is equal to 7 by 2. So we will get b square is equal to 49 by 4 is equal to 1. So 9 by a square minus this 4 where it will go? It will go to numerator. So we will get here 16 by 49 is equal to 1. Then what will come? Yes, 9 by a square is equal to 9 by a square is equal to 1 plus 16 by 49. Do the cross multiplication, then it will be equal to 49 plus 16 by 49. 9 plus 6, 15. Carry over 1. 4 plus 1, 5 plus 1, 6. 65 by 49. That is the value of 9 by a square is equal to 65 by 49. Now just to do the cross multiplication, then we will get here 65 a square is equal to 9 9s are 81. Carry over 8. 9 4s are 36. 36 plus 8 will be equal to 44. Correct? So we will get here a square is equal to 441 by 65. Rest value of c square we don't need there. Okay. So we have the value of a square and b square. Now write down equation of ellipse. X square by 441 by 65 minus y square by 49 by 4 is equal to 1. 65 we can shift to numerator. Then we will get 65x square by 441 minus 4y square by 49 is equal to 1. Okay. So I hope today's questions, all the questions are clear to you. Okay. So all of you please note down your homework. The questions are easy only. You just try. Okay. So your homework will be equal to homework exercise 11.4. 11.4 from question number 1 to question number 4, then questions 7, 8, 9, and then from question number 11 to question number 14. So do all these questions, and in case of any doubt you can ask. Thank you.